Hello, welcome to episode 149, I believe, of the Cat Lady podcast. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, CATT, which stands for Craft All the Things. Thank you for coming and joining me for my crazy fiber knitting, spinning, crochet, whatever podcast. So if you are new, thank you for checking me out. If you are returning, thanks always for your continued support. So with that, I record in snippets throughout the week and then post on Fridays. That's worked out pretty well for me, so I will continue to do that. Today is Monday, January 24th, I believe, and 2022. I don't have a lot to share, but I have a little bit, and I wanted to pop on and show this off real quick because it's gonna be ripped out. So so in a continuation of, oh boy, stupid hair. Continuation of last week's saga with the yarn fails. I bought this Bernat Softee Chunky thinking it was kind of bulky, even though it says it's super bulky, and I started knitting a mitten and it was definitely super bulky and not bulky. So I ripped out the mitten and bought new yarn to make my husband a scarf, or mittens. And so now I have 2 skeins of this Softee Chunky that I'm trying to find a project for. So I started Googling, and so this weekend I saw this crochet basket project, which looked kind of cute. Don't have a picture of it. I was using it on my phone. But I made the bottom of the basket. So basically the basket bottom, and I started to work up the top. And it's a really cute stitch pattern. Maybe it's not, I feel like it's not as enjoyable in black because you can't really see it. And now that I started working my way up and I only have the 1 skein left, I feel like it's going to be a shallow basket. And the stitch is a little bit complicated. So it's crochet, and this is a free pattern. MJ Off the Hook is the designer. You can find it on her website or on Ravelry. It was like Rustic Farmhouse baskets. But anyways, it's a cute pattern, and I might revisit it again with a lighter colored yarn so that you can see it. Make sure I have enough yarn, and I don't know what I would do with it when it's done. I mean, it's cute. It'd be a cute basket. I'm sure I could find something to do with it, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna rip it out because it's been like hurting my hands trying to, because you're like going in between the stitches. So the standard single crochet, you go in the V's on the top here. So for this one though, you're going in the center of the posts. So you're like squeezing the stitch, like in between each stitch is where, and so it makes this cute little, you probably can't even see it, but it makes this cute little V stitch. It almost looks like a knit stitch. So it's cute, and I like it, but it's hard to see in the black, and I just don't think it's gonna be worth it. And I need to make my husband a scarf. So I had purchased, I believe I talked about this as well, I had purchased yarn from Rhinebeck. It's a really nice alpaca, DK, real silky soft. I thought, okay, that would be a really nice scarf. I wound it on my winder, and oh my gosh, it is so staticky. It is extremely staticky, and I know it's dry in my house, and we're working on that. We have a humidifier that's broken, so hopefully it's going to be fixed this week. But I think it's just going to be dry in the winter, or staticky in the winter, and I haven't literally Googled it, but after more discussion, we decided maybe he needs an easy care acrylic, because I made his mittens in acrylic, made his hat in acrylic. I should make his scarf in acrylic, because he'll go out and he'll snow blow the driveway, and then everything smells like gas and exhaust, so he'll likes to throw everything in the wash. So I'm thinking, here we go again, is 2 skeins going to be enough for a super bulky scarf? I don't know, but I figure I'm going to start it, and then if I need to go buy another skein of this, it's either that or I buy a whole new set of yarn, because I don't have anything on hand. He wants black, because everything I've made has been black. It's all been black acrylic. Now it's all been, okay, so I made him a worsted hat, bulky mitts, super bulky scarf. I don't think it's going to matter that much, hopefully. I don't know. I'll start it, but I'm going to rip this out. I'm going to start this pattern here. Another free pattern on Ravelry called Timiyan. And this pattern is written for DK, so we picked this pattern out, but I'm just going to pretty much make the cast on less, so it'll just be thicker, but it's it's like a ribbed pattern. So, and that looks relative, let's see, this is 60 inches seems to be the generic size of a scarf. Maybe longer. Maybe, I don't know. That doesn't look super long. I have a scarf here that I need to measure. He has a scarf that he never wears, so I'll measure and see what size that is. But I'm going to start that pattern, see how it looks, see what we think, and go for there. I don't want it as wide. I feel like that's too wide. I don't know. Maybe not. 7.8 inches. I feel like it needs to be maybe 7 inches. I don't know. That's almost 8 inches. That seems too wide. I've looked at a graphic. It was like a good scarf width would be like the tips of your fingers. So I'll take a measurement of that and see what that is. That certainly doesn't look like 7. Oh, maybe it looks like 7 inches. It doesn't look like 8 inches though. So we're gonna try that. So I'm gonna rip that, try that. Next pattern. In other crazy news, crazy, I finally finished my spinning. This has been on the wheel. Oh, there it is. This has been on the wheel since April of 2020. And stupid me. So I had a plan. I said, okay, this is what I want to do with this yarn. And I wrote it down in Ravelry. But did I think to go back and look at Ravelry to check what I was doing? Because I kept I would work on it for a while and then I'd step away and then I'd come back and be like, oh, I forgot what I was doing. So then I just kind of like, well, it's doing what I'm doing. So that was dumb because I had a plan and I started it and I wrote it down and I didn't go look. So my original plan was to spin this at a certain width per inch, wraps per inch, whatever. And then I was going to chain ply it. Well, by the time I got done with it last week, it's like, screw it. I'm just 2-plying it because it's easier. And it's fine. It's pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but this is what it is. So it is fiber optic yarns, 75% blue face Leicester BFL, and 25% silk. This was a clearance colorway, once in a lifetime. Are you gonna focus on that? I don't know if you're focusing on that or not. Whatever. So I got it at Rhinebeck. And yeah, now it's done. And I did a very, very quick yardage check, and I got like 380 yards. And it's like, it's definitely thick or thin. I have some really thin spots, and I have some really, not really thick, but like, okay, so that looks pretty like worsted, and then I have something like this that looks like lace. So we vary. So 380 yards sounds about right if you average out the thicker spots and the thinner spots, because 4 ounces, you should get a round 420 yards for a standard skein of fingering. So this is going to have to be some sort of scarf probably, or hat, something that it doesn't really matter if it's too, maybe a hat actually. Could be a handspun hat, could be cute. Something that isn't too, well, that's gauge specific kind of hats are, but usually I make shawls with my handspun, but I have not used a lot of my handspun, so I don't know. So to be determined. And this weekend we had a really lazy day on Saturday. We were all just kind of feeling I don't know, just wanted a lazy day, so we did that. But then Sunday we went to Frankenmuth, which Frankenmuth I've talked about before is a little German town. It's about an hour from us, and they have really good chicken. And they also have a Christmas store up there called Bronner's. It's open 361 days a year, and it's just all Christmas. And they have some Halloween stuff and whatever, and some religious stuff, whatever. But it's a Christmas store. So every other year, we try to go get ornaments. Well, in the past, we got a ornament for my cat. So one was for Sadie, one was for Devo. So it was black and orange. And this year, when we were putting up ornaments, Sadie broke. So we were kind of sad. So we were very wet. And luckily Sadie broke and not something totally unavailable. So this was one that obviously we knew about, we could get again. So we went to Bronner's and we got a new Sadie. So there's the front, and then you have them personalized. So there's the back, paw prints. And Devo was looking a little rugged, the ornament. So actually, and this one just ends up being different. So it's, he's an orange cat, but this is beige. This is as close as you can get to orange. But we have one that's more of a matte finish, and we still have it. But we got one that's more of a shiny, and it's a Devo. So, and then since last year when we went over my birthday, actually, and we had our chicken dinner and got ornaments. We got family ornaments, and I had gotten a family ornament. I believe I showed them, and the rest of everyone else picked out their own personal ornament. Well, I did not pick out a personal ornament. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, I guess. So I picked out a personal ornament this year, and this one seemed very appropriate. So it says needlework. So we got the knitting, and we got the crochet hook on there. We got a sewing machine and cross stitch and all sorts of embroidery, sewing. I didn't already say that. So yeah, so that seemed appropriate, because there was one that said I love knitting, and I have one that says I love knitting, but I didn't put my name on it for some reason, so I put my name on this one. So, and for some reason this was $1 extra to be personalized. I don't know why, but I don't see any difference between this and those. But so that is my ornament. So let's just gotta go put those down in the basement, and that's it. So that's all I got for now. And in other crafting but not crafting news, I've been playing Minecraft a lot with my son and on my own. So Jim made the joke that, oh, you're like really crafting all the things, because I'm now a Minecrafter crafter, which is silly but kind of funny. He's like, they're all joking, are you going to turn your channel into a Minecraft channel, because those are really popular on YouTube? But no, I am not turning this into a Minecraft channel, so don't worry. But if you have any Minecraft tips, feel free to share. So with that, I will frog this. I'm going to go do that right now, and we'll keep you updated. Hey, it's Thursday. It has been a very uneventful, uncrafty week. I don't know why. My back really hurts today. It's just been a not good week. I am wearing my poncho because it's freezing, and that's part of it. It's just cold. I'm just cold and I want to hibernate. I'm still wearing my pajamas under here, but I'm gonna get my poncho. This was a pattern I found online for a fleece poncho. You really just cut out 2 big shapes and sew them together. And so this, or was it? I don't remember. I think it was a big like circle thing. I don't know. But I think I posted on Ravelry with a link to the pattern. So anyways, it has been a no good, dirty craft week. I showed you, I was tearing out a project. It was like a basket bottom with the black yarn. Well, I started a scarf for Jim, and I just don't think I followed the pattern. It's right. I've done this pattern before, actually, a different pattern, but the same concept. It's kind of like a broken rib, no purl ribbing kind of. It's just not what we want. It's not what I think he wants. It's not what he'll wear whatever I make him, but looking at the pattern, it was written for a DK. This is super bulky. It's just not turning out. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I was thinking of starting something else, but maybe he really just needs something in worsted. His mittens were bulky. His hat is worsted. I think the scarf, there's just hair everywhere in here. I think the scarf might need to be worsted. And I might have a black worsted. I might have some Joanne Big Twist. And maybe I just need to make a 1x1 rib or a 2x2. Whatever I did for his hat. I think it was a 1x1 rib for his hat. But maybe for worsted, maybe 2x2. I don't know. He doesn't like anything like, he likes it plain. Which this is plain-ish, but it's not. It's really not. I mean, yeah. And maybe the super bulky is just too much for that, because it's just gonna be big and bulky. So I'm tearing it out again. And he's like, no, don't worry, don't make me anything. Well, of course I'm gonna make him something, but I'm just gonna think about it a little bit. So that's it. I haven't put anything on the wheel. I haven't done anything else. I've done more Minecrafting because my son loves to play with me, so we play Minecraft together. So I've done a lot of Minecrafting this week. But in other news, I started my countdown to Valentine's Advent. So I had COVID back in November. I lost my taste, so I didn't do my normal Christmas wine Advent calendar from Aldi. I also had a jam and jelly calendar and a chocolate calendar. You can see the chocolate calendars right there. Oh, and the jelly one's underneath it. There. That's kind of fun. So I couldn't taste at the beginning of December. I'm gonna sneeze, and so I might have to edit that out if I sneeze. Okay. So in the beginning of December, I couldn't taste. I didn't really get my full taste back until probably like Christmas time, like Christmas. Like I think I could, what did we have for dinner? I think I could still barely taste Christmas Eve. We had steaks and they were good, but like it was like still kind of shady. So by New Year's, I could taste for sure. So a good solid month of no taste. Smell came back a little sooner, but was very mild, like muted. So that took a while too. But so anyways, so we decided, okay, so we thought, okay, we'll start New Year's and just do January. But then like we had binged so much that week and on New Year's Eve and stuff, we're like, oh, we just don't want to eat or drink or do anything else. Maybe we'll wait till beginning of February. So we thought we'd push it a month. Well, then we both kind of at the same time said, hey, why don't we do a countdown to Valentine's Day? We don't celebrate Valentine's Day particularly. We'll get some fun food. We'll get cards, but like 2 presents or anything. We'll get chocolate for the kids or something. But we thought we would do a countdown just because why not? So we started on January 22nd. Today is the 27th. So I will show you what we did. And I took pictures. I asked the family, like, hey, do you mind if I record? They're like, eh. So they didn't really want to record because the kids are doing chocolate. We're doing chocolate and whatever, and we're all trying, and I have my wine. So unfortunately I didn't record, but that's okay. I'm not necessarily feeling it either. So, but I will show you what I had. So I kicked off the LD calendar with the Brut Rosé, which this is a rosé is my favorite. It's like, and it's like glass bottle. It's a sparkling pink wine. So, and then we had, and this has been really fun so far. So we're doing the Bon Maman jam and it's like jam and honey calendar. So this was rhubarb strawberry. So we finished that one. I've liked them all. Jim was like, eh. Kids were like, eh. It was very mild. Day 2, we had a Merry Red. So these are all very themed. So last year they were all just different brands of Aldi wine. So this one is an actual, like, I don't think I could buy these. I don't know. Snowy Night series, Merry and Bright series. I'm not sure if you could buy these because these are all like Christmas themed. But the Merry Red, and this was good. Whatever this was, it was like a red blend. That was really good. I liked that one too. The jam was seedless raspberry, which was amazing. Oh my gosh, I think we all determined, except for David. David didn't even try it. Maybe he took a small sample, but he doesn't like raspberries. And really good. Day 3 was winter white, so another just generic white blend, I guess. Oh, this is Chardonnay. This was good too. So 3 days in a row, really good. And this one was, yeah, we didn't finish this. I might have to sample this today. David really liked this one. Lemon yuzu spread. So it was like a lemon, and you can even see there's little bits of lemon in there. This one was really good. It's very lemony and good. And so we still have a little bit of that one left. And then we had a Pinot Noir. I don't know if I like the Pinots as much, and I probably said that before. This is a Pinot, it's just Shimmering Light series. So I'm curious what these series are. Oh, Reindeer series. Yeah, I don't know. So Pinot Noir, and then we had a Mango Peach Lime. That one was weird. Everyone was a little bit, so we have a lot of that left. Everyone was a little undecided. So the first day 1, I put it on a cracker, and the cracker was too overpowering. It was just a Ritz cracker, but it was like the salt, and it wasn't good. It wasn't great. So then after that, I make a slice of toast, cut it into 4s, and then do it. And you get a really better jelly jam experience with toast. So Mango Peach Lime was, I'll finish it, I'll eat it, but it wasn't the favorite. And then we had, yesterday was a Pinot Grigio, and again, I don't know if I like the Pinots. The Pinot Noir was red, Pinot Grigio is white. It was okay. It's wine, I'll drink it. If it was served at a party, I would drink it. And then it was a raspberry rose spread, which was really good. It tasted more just like raspberry, but I've had rose filling in a punchki single in Poland. So I went to Poland 2006, right before I met Jim. I was in school. I took a Polish class. I was going to college for graphic design. Took a Polish class, and we went to Poland, and I managed to somehow go. I don't know how I pulled that off. financially and everything, but so it was like 2 weeks or a week and a half or whatever over the summer. We stayed at like a college dorm, like hostel kind of thing. And the Polish teacher was from Poland, so she took us around. We went to Krakow, we went to Warsaw, we went to Auschwitz. We traveled all over. So we went to Zakopane Mountains, which was really cool. Anyways, I had a rose-filled donut, punchki, singular of punchki, and it was really good. So, but this did not have that strong rose flavor. It was more raspberry. That was a lot. So yes, this episode is going to be extra short. I will poke around my yarn stash and see if I can figure out what I want to do for the scarf. Oh, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I did pick up, again, I go to the grocery store, I go to Meijer, and I go grocery shopping, and they have a very, very terrible small yarn shelf, pretty much. But I want to make a messy bun hat, and I have a pattern that I got for free not too long ago. It's like Fox and Pine, I think. And, except I kind of want to crochet one. So maybe I have to keep looking. But I have that free one, that's the non-crochet, knitting one. But I kind of want to crochet one. But I want a messy bun hat. That one took super bulky, and I'm all about super bulky. I'm all about Hometown USA because, or Hometown, she's called Hometown, LionBrand. This was called Salem Creek. It was pretty. It was like a pink, it's like gray with pink in it. So I want to make a messy bun hat. Look good with this. Look good with a lot of things. And I just told myself I don't need any more hats either. So yeah, but here we are. I don't have any messy bun hats, okay? And I do notice sometimes, especially if I have like a big cowl and stuff on, my hair gets in the way when I put my hat down and my hat wants to slide off. So if I put my hair up in the messy bun, ponytail, whatever, with the hat, and then I have my big old cowl and I'm not pushing things around. So that's my excuse. Maybe I'll look into that too. Actually, I think I will. I think right now I'm going to go in on the computer and see if I want to do that knit version or if I want to find a crochet version using some super bulky. So I will be back tomorrow to wrap things up. I can't believe it's already Friday. Again, this week has just been like nothing. So, but I will wrap it up tomorrow and we'll see where we are with scarf / hat. Hey guys, ready for the final clip of the day. So I did start something like I had talked about. I started a messy bun hat with these random skein of yarn I picked up at the grocery store, and I probably don't have enough yarn. That seems to be the trend these days with me. I might, but wait. So this is what I've left. I'm here. So it's got a really cool like bobble pattern in there. It's cute. I like it. There's a free pattern on Ravelry. I need to do one more bobbly thing and then, but this is where it gets tricky. So first of all, I had to add more stitches to the cast on. Being that I just made a bulky hat, I was aware of what my cast on needed for the same size needles. And according to the pattern, it's a lot less. And reading, I always try, if I remember, I always try to read through the Ravelry descriptions of people who have made them. And yes, consensus was too small. The other pattern I did, the loving hat, consensus was it was too big. I just don't understand why. I don't understand. Like, you have people test your patterns for this reason. So are they just not testing it and just they do it the one time themselves and call it a size? I don't know. So anyways, I cast on 46 stitches as opposed to 48 on my loving hat, which the 48 was considered the child size. I had made the adult size and it was huge, so I had to rip it out and do it the child size. So that was 48 stitches. So I did 46 on this one only because I ran out of cast on long tail. It was like 46 and I have my little tail. So I'm like, all right, I'll stop there. And it's fine. The pattern is here. What is this? Little Knot Messy Bun Hat by Rough Bark Knits. Again, free on Ravelry. So I am working on, so I was reading through project pages and some people were saying it's too short, which looking at it, I feel like, it probably needs a little more. So I don't know if it's going to fit another full repeat, or I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. I'm not sure. But just in case, stopped at the store today, got another one. So I'm good. And if it's fine and I have enough, then I will make a matching something. A matching cowl. I don't know if I can make a cowl out of one of these. Matching mittens. I could probably make mittens out of here. Make another pair of palmistry. No, those are... No, this is super bulky. Not bulky. I could find a mitten pattern. I could probably adapt a mitten pattern. And then my other rant is, since this is considered like a tweed color, it's less yardage. Why wouldn't they just put the same yardage in all the skeins and make this one a little more expensive? I'd rather pay the extra $1 and get the yardage. Like, because the solids come in like 108 yards. This is 64. Like, why? Why? I don't care if the ounces are the same. I want the yardage. That is my rant. So I might have enough. I don't know, but I was getting nervous that my skein was getting a little floppy here. So I got a backup. I'll make an accessory. Ooh, boot cuffs. Boot cuffs. I will make a pair of boot cuffs. That would be super cute. And if I can maybe even incorporate that same little bobbly thing. Even though it's a pain in the butt, it requires a purl 3 together, which hurts my hands. But anyways, so maybe I'll make some boot cuffs with that. So I won't take a lot of yarn. In other news, we're going to attempt a family sleepover. We've done it before. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. We clear out the floor, we get our air mattresses out, we bring a little TV in here, and we pretend we're in a hotel room, basically. So I just bought a bunch of like snack foods and some fun breakfast foods, like for like a continental breakfast. We're going to order pizza, I think, or just do something simple carry out and try to have a little family party. So that's the plan. And we were going to see my dad this weekend. And then we have a church thing on Sunday. So the weekend's going to probably go by fast. And here we will be back on Monday. Another Monday. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you get to craft all the things. And we will see you next time.